What is going on, guys? Steve here. Welcome back to some FM. Last time I showed you this, I did like a little FM LGS where I talked about a few things, but I enjoyed it so much that I've actually played it a little bit off camera as well. I haven't gone too crazy with it and put that much time into it, but I put a couple of hours in the other night, did a few transfers, and I played a few games as well. As you can see, we played 3 friendlies and then went into the Champions League qualifiers, and we won 5-0 in the first leg. Then I had a friendly and won 4-1, and then the second leg we won 9-0. So we absolutely thumped those 14-0 on aggregate. Played a friendly cup semi-final. This was annoying actually because I believe we went 2-0 up in this one. If you can see it there, yeah. So we scored. I'm giving away my team here, but we scored twice. They scored twice. And then they ended up beating me on penalties, unfortunately. Next one is going to be a Friendly Cup third place playoff against Numantia. And then we have the final qualifiers against FH, who incidentally knocked out TNS, who I used to play with a lot on FM. This isn't going to be like an in-depth episode where I show you footage from the past and then I come back and I'm going to fully edit it or anything. I'm literally going to show you, like, I'm going to give you updates. This is what I've been doing off camera. Let's go play a game, end of episode, see you again in a couple of days or something. That's basically what I'm going to be doing. So, starting lineup. Let's go to the tactics screen. You can see my starting lineup a bit better over there. Right, so we do have an injury to contest, but we'll go through that in a second. So we've got Craig Gordon in goal, didn't change him. Ahmed Fatty, probably saying that wrong, but either way, he is a pretty decent right back. I don't know why my PC has been so slow at the moment, but he's a pretty decent right back. He's 32 years of age. He's got a good current and potential ability. He didn't cost me 2.7 million. He actually cost me 200,000 from Al Ali, which is, I mean, that is a crazy amount of money to spend on a first choice right back. I actually sold I can't remember his name, but I sold him. He was Swedish for like 11 million. Because that's how much he was worth. So we got rid of him, and that funded a lot of the squad that you're going to see here. So we've got Simunovic, which obviously was already there. I bought Yunus Kabul, and this is a large expenditure, 7.25, although a fair bit of that is on installments, so we didn't have to fork out 7.25 straight away. I think I had to fork out like 5.5, and then there's a few add-ons in there as well. We've got Mike Jensen, who I was trying to get in the last time you saw me in the last episode. He's worth 7.25 million. Did I pay that? Did I fairy cakes? We paid 2 million because he was on the transfer list from Rosenborg. So he is in my midfield. Although he's not really like my main protagonist in the midfield. He's not necessarily the main player that I'd always put there. I've got a lot of central midfield players who I like, and I didn't realise I had a lot of good ones. Tom Rogic, I think he was already part of the team. I didn't buy him. No, he's been at Celtic since God knows when. Signed from Central Coast Mariners back in 2012. He played a lot of games last season before. But again, he's there at the moment on a bit of a rotation system. Patrick Roberts, obviously on loan from, I believe it's Man City. He is on loan from Man City. Yeah, you know, he does a job. I went and got Kaká. On a free transfer, would you believe? Didn't cost me a penny. Left Orlando, and we got him on a free. Scott Sinclair's obviously still there. This is a backup to the backup, right? So at the moment we have Moussa Dembele, who is a very capable striker, who obviously at the moment hasn't done anything for me because I still need to. We still need to play some games. But we also have Lee Griffiths as well, who I don't think... Is it going to count Champions League? No, it doesn't count Champions League yet, which is really annoying. But he's already scored goals for me. As you can see, he's got a hat-trick down here. It says non-competitive, but it was, obviously. But he scored 3 goals for me. Oh, no, maybe Continental. 3 goals, 1 game. He's got 3 pre-season goals, 5 from substitute appearances. But he's got 3 goals in the Champions League for me. I believe that's what it is. Either way, he's doing well. But I bought this dude from Sheffield Wednesday because he was good in the air. And I noticed that we were throwing a lot of balls into the box, and Dembele and both Lee Griffiths couldn't deal with the headers. They're not that great in the air. So I've got him purely to throw on in the final stages of a game if we need an aerial thing. Shea Given on a free. Johnny Hayes was already there. Lee Griffiths already there. Forrest is already there. Jack Hendry was already there. Callum McGregor already there. So was Dembele. Musonda was already on loan. I don't know if I went and bought this guy myself or whether he was already there. No, he was already there. Andre of Porto. I went out and got this guy. I'm not even sure if he's that good compared to the current players that I have, but I saw him on the transfer list and I had to snap him up. 2.8 million is an absolute bargain for a player of his quality. I mean, he is so well-rounded in that midfield. I think he could do work for me, and even if not, we can sell him next season and make some profit on him. So that's one thing. We've got Gamboa, who is our backup to Fatty. We've got Scott Brown, who, you know, a figurehead of Celtic football, right? But can't really find his way into my team at the moment. Didn't really like the goalkeeper that they had as well, the backup goalkeeper. So he's now in the reserves. Comper's obviously there. Boyata's injured. Tommy Hoban, I believe I went and got this guy as a replacement. Got him for 1.5 million from Blackburn. Oh wait, no, from Watford. He was on loan at Blackburn. He's just a straight up replacement. You know, he's a backup to Tierney. So Hoban will have to play now, but he was just straight up backup. And then of course we've got Stuart Armstrong, who was already there. Nitcham, who was already there. I actually really like this guy. I'm going to try and develop him. I don't know what he'll develop into, but his potential ability isn't too bad. So we'll try and play him as much as we can. Might have to send him out on loan for him to get some decent time. And then, of course, Kieran Tierney, who I am going to keep. He's only 20 years of age. He's got an insane potential ability. He's already really good. He's definitely going to be one for the future. And that's the team. I've still got about 7 or 8 million to spend. We've sold a couple of players. We had 5 to 7 million, something along those lines at the beginning. Our wage budget is a little on the low side, so when I balance it out, we'll probably have about 5-6 million. So it's not going to be crazy money. I don't need anyone else. I think I've got the team that I'm going to want to take into the start of the season. I think I've already got it. Fatty, incidentally, is not that comfortable playing at right back because I think primarily he is a right back, a CDM. Which, incidentally, is where he wanted to play. He nearly made me promise that I would play him at CDM. Managed to talk him out of that with a bit of a bribe. We got away with it, luckily, but swings and roundabouts. I spent far too long going through that I wanted to, so I do apologise. We're going to get straight into a game now against Numancia, which is the friendly third-place playoff. I don't know why I agreed to this game, because our team is actually a little bit, we're dead, because yesterday we played Saint Etienne. I don't know why it's given us that many games that soon. Look at that. You've got, on the 22nd, we played Saint Etienne, and then the next day they're expecting us to play against Numancia, and then 3 days later we play a Champions League qualifier. I mean, I need to play my worst team. They're not even that fit anyway. Even my worst players are not that fit. Let's get Kaká out of there because he's on his last legs as he is. He's actually set to retire at the end of the season. I'm going to play Olivier Nitcham in here actually as well. Wait, where can he play? That's going to be the issue for me now. Okay, he plays central midfield. He's actually a natural central midfield, so we're going to play him in there, and he'll be a Roman playmaker. What else have we got going on? Do I play him as a striker? 19-year-old on loan from PSG. Have we got some sort of link with PSG? I don't know. No, let's not play him. Let's play Marvin Comper instead of Simunovic. Not quite sure on what Simunovic was. 89, so that makes sense. I'm actually really enjoying this save. We're going to play... Dembele is actually fully fit because we haven't played him in 2 games. He didn't play against Saint Etienne, and I don't think I brought him on against Europa either. So he's actually very fit. Gamboa is fit as well. He will definitely play instead of Fatty, who is not fit. Scott Brown will play instead of Rogic, who is not fit either. I mean, most of this team that I play out here is probably going to have to play the full thing. Johnny Hayes instead of Hoban. Although Hoban was fit anyway. Can I play Hoban at centre-back instead of Kabul? I can. Central defender, cover, Hayes. Wait, where does Hayes like to play then? Hayes is a He's more of a winger. Okay, so let's play. Yeah, screw it. Okay, let's play Hayes up top. Let's put Hoban left back, who is an inverted cover. Hayes likes to be a supporting winger. Do I have a centre back that isn't Yunus Kabul? Simunovic, Boyata's out cold. Okay, this is a problem. Then I don't have a defender. I'm going to play Jack Hendry because I'm not that bothered about him anyway. Really, I don't think he's going to be part of the team that plays in the Champions League qualifier. So I'm not too bothered about that. Let's get Mike. No, let's get him. Who's the least fit? Yunus Kabul will not be given a game here, right? Let's play Shay Given as well. Goalkeeper situation. It's probably the only one that I'm actually covered in. Patrick Roberts, it would be nice to hand him some sort of break. Musonda can play right side, right? Enough. I don't care about Musonda. I do care about Patrick Roberts. And I think that's pretty much it. Lee Griffiths for me is still listed. I've still got him up for 15 million. I don't know whether it'd be worth keeping hold of him actually because he's been my top goal scorer throughout pre-season. I think that's pretty much going to be it. I don't care about this guy being run into the ground because he's not going to play when it comes to the Champions League qualifier anyway. So I'm just going to jump straight into it. I don't know why we've got 2 games one after another. Doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. If I'd known that, I would have tried to cancel it, I think. I don't know any of their players, so I'm not even going to pretend to understand what they're trying to play. If this is too fast for you and you'd like it slowed down a little bit, let me know. But I like to have it fast because I do like to get through as many games as possible. And it's not so fast that you can't really tell what's happening. At least you can see what's going on. If you need me to move my face cam as well, or maybe just get rid of face cam altogether, then let me know. It's just there because I feel like a lot of people like having face cam, and it's there in that position because of Hearthstone, and I don't like to change things. We are 1 goal down to a Nieto finish. I'm not bothered about losing this though. It literally means nothing, and I would much prefer to have a fit team going into my Champions League qualifier than I would just winning this friendly game. You know, I don't think we get any money for it. Finishing 3rd in the competition doesn't mean anything. I will make a whole host of substitutions in the second half. Dembele could actually get a game here because he has 96% fitness, which is more than anyone else on my bench. Let's go to tactics and see what we can do. So I think I'm going to bring on... I mean, we can make as many subs as we want, right? I'm going to bring on Eduard. Eduard? Don't know if that's how you say his name. But I'm going to bring him on because he hasn't played for me so far this season. He's only on loan and he's 100% rearing to go. Who's dying? I mean, who literally can't play any more football? Hendry is on 74%, which is not good. Musonda is low, but again, he's only on loan. I don't care about him. Brown is low as well. Did I bring Jensen with me? No. Let's play Callum McGregor instead of Brown. And I think that could be it. I mean, moving potentially to a where can Armstrong play altogether? Can he play central? He can play central. I'm tempted to take off Nitcham. Do that. Do this. I'm gonna bring Moussa Dembele on for Nitcham. I'm gonna have 2 strikers, and I've pushed Armstrong into the centre of midfield. Although Musonda could play central, and I could bring on Patrick Roberts, but I don't know, maybe that's too much. James Forrest could come on as well. Got a lot of options here, but either way, that's what I'm gonna do. Start of the second half. Come on then. Cuba lads. Looking for a better performance here. I think we're better than Numancia, definitely, but we just need to... I mean, this is like, what, 4th choice team? This is not a team that you'd expect to be able to go out there and smash it, but I was expecting to put up a little bit more of a fight than what we have done. A very boring game so far. Not the goal fest I'm used to as Celtic manager. Okay, now we're going to start to bring on the big names, because at this point I don't actually mind too much that we're bringing on some big names. It's only half an hour. If a professional football player can't play half an hour of football the next day, then I'd question whether he deserves to be a professional footballer in the first place. Right, so now we're going to bring on Lee Griffiths. No, we're not. Do we? Are both of those... Can either of those play somewhere else? Dembele, no, he's just a striker. And Edouard is... I mean, he could sort of play on the wing. Let's push him out there instead of Musonda then. I mean, he's not wide target man attack. He's not 100% happy about it, for sure. But let's play Lee Griffiths up front. Now we've got at least an attacking prowess going. Let's get James Forrest on for Hayes, or not actually. Let's get can Patrick Roberts play over there instead? I mean, he's not. No one's happy about it. I don't even know who plays left side for me. Actually, I've completely forgotten who plays left side. I think Callum McGregor might come off here. Let's get Bitten on. I might have already. Yeah, Callum McGregor has already come on and has now been taken off again. But it's all about fitness levels. I don't have any central defenders who can come on either. And I don't really want to... do I want to drop it? Let's bring Andre on for Hendry and then just put him into the midfield and then just play one centre-back. Like, screw it. Who cares? It's only a friendly, right? Box to box. There, I'm happy with that. Give team talk, hand over to the assistant, confirm the team talk, and then get playing. It's only a friendly. Doesn't matter if we end up conceding. This is like our first attack. Dembele off the bar, and the ball is cleared. Well, we've already made some positive changes there, a lot of positive changes, and we've just hit the bar. So, is what it is. Good ball through. Griffiths looking to play Dembele in, who scores 1-1 6 minutes after Griffiths is introduced, and he is assisting Dembele, who's only been on the field for about 20 minutes himself. Definitely makes a difference who you have up front in this game. And we've conceded straight from kickoff. Kickoff glitch. Thanks, EA. Appreciate that. To be fair, it doesn't help that we've only got one centre back and then two full backs. Maybe I should have played them. I should have gone to a 3 at the back style of formation. Let me do that quickly. We are being outrun. Manu is about to go through and score a minute after they've just scored the other one. Let me just put them in here. I don't even care if they can play there. He can. He likes to play there. Fatty, on the other hand, not so much. But it's better than not having any defence there at all, isn't it? Really good save from Shay Given, who still has hands apparently. He should have scored there though. Let's be honest. Should be 3-1. Yeah, going 3 at the back. I've got to be less afraid of playing players slightly out of position just for 20 minutes. I mean, they are professional football players. You'd think they'd be capable of doing it. Roberts in. Good save from the keeper straight at him, though. Should have done better than that. 10 minutes or so left. I can't really do an awful lot more than what I'm already doing. Let's go fluid. And let's go attacking. We were on control, which might have been the wrong option. But we've had slightly better of it in the second half. We've had more shots. 50-50 on the old possession. There's about a minute left of play. We're into stoppage time. We've got literally seconds left. Referee's about to blow the whistle. We've lost 2-1 to Numancia. To be fair, though, I wasn't expecting anything less. We've literally just played a game and the day before, and everyone was dead on their feet. We've only got 3 days left now before we play in the Champions League qualifier as well, which is, the third place playoff. So, that is a... I don't know if how can I... There is a way that to get that calendar up, and I forgot how to do it. There it is. I want to create a note. No, I want to give everyone like a day off. How do I do that? I could have swore I knew how to do that. Training, is it? We've got training on 20. I want to give them 2 clear days off, just rest. That's all I want to do. I used to be able to do it. I'm sure I did. I could just click here and then click like rest players. But apparently I can't do that now. Rest all players. 2 days, 1 day, 2 days. Rest all players. There you go. Don't know why it wouldn't let me do it here. Is it just because it's the day I'm on, maybe? I don't know. Either way, we're resting players now, so that's something. So they're going to get a little breather. At least. I can't believe we conceded straight after we scored. Mental. Sheffield United have beaten San Etienne on penalties. Brilliant. Right, I'm hoping that 2 days of rest will do the world of good now. Choose Celtic captain for the season. Scott Brown and Tierney. I'm going to just say confirm. I mean, Scott Brown isn't even going to be one of our main players this season, but whatever. Top player odds. Ladbrokes Premiership top player odds from Sport Pesa. They had top goal scoring odds on you the other day, and no Celtic players at all were anywhere near the top, which surprised me massively because obviously we're sort of, you know, the favourites to win the league by a long chalk. Right, auto select. The issue that I've got here is that I don't have enough. This is for Champions League, I think, right? Inbox. Celtic may make one change to their squad list for the European Championship Cup third qualifying round. So I can make one change. I don't know. Okay, so he has. He's taken Diedrich Boyata out and he's put Andre in. What other players were my option? Tierney is already part of the team because he's homegrown. Shea Given, Matt Jansen, Yunus Kabul. I want Kabul to be part of it. So take Andre out and put Yunus Kabul as part of the team, please. I don't need Shea Given. I've got a spare one. I'm not going to need Nitcham. He's not good enough. Hoban would have been a nice option. Don't need Given either. So yeah, let's confirm selection. Happy days. Shocker, Celtic leave out Andre. It's not that much of a shock. Asked to discuss personal matters. Are you drunk? Jensen keen to discuss. Hoban, Nitcham. Oh my god. Discuss issue. I want to discuss this privately for now, but I'm lost for words at your decision to leave me out of the squad for the Champions Cup. Can you explain why it happened? I needed a defender, if I'm honest, and I could only make one change, but it's not going to give me that option, is it? I understand your frustration and can accept I've made an error. I promise that I'll register you at the next available opportunity. To be fair, I haven't made an error, but I will register him at the next available opportunity. I could only make one change, though, and I needed a centre-back. There you go, I'll just say that to him. I don't want to miss out on games. I want to play in every game possible. What is, look, I can only apologise and promise to make it up to you. I do appreciate your honesty, and it's clear you didn't find this an easy thing to do. I did, to be fair. Let's discuss personal matters. I want to discuss it privately. Okay, same deal. Let's just tell him the same thing. Look, I can only apologise. You've said nothing to convince me that this was a right decision. Alright, well, whatever. Nitcham wasn't good enough in the first place. That's got nothing to do with me leaving him out. I didn't really have a choice. Meeting the registration rules was always going to be a struggle. Unfortunately, somebody had to miss out. That's literally what I'm going to say. I can't accept that. Surely I'm more valuable in your squad than alternatives picked ahead of me. Go on, and you name one. Don't make me name one. You name one. I'm a professional, so I'll leave this here. Yeah, of course you are. Hoban, discuss. Same deal, I left him out of the team because I needed a different player. Like, it was nothing to do with him being a shit player. I just needed a different player in my team altogether, right? I needed a different position. Nothing I could do about it. I got a kitten on my lap that just won't behave. Right, what do we got going on here? How long is it before this game? Right, we're going to play this game and then we're going to leave it on a cliffhanger ready for next episode. How about that? How about that? want McCart on loan. Do you know what? I'm going to say yes, mate, because I've got no idea who that guy is. Hand over to assistant manager and let's crack on. This kitten loves to suck her arm, man. It's crazy. Any of you have pets? Stay to this. You can't be angry with her though. Do you know what I mean? Like she gets on your nerves, but then she looks at you and then she rubs her face in your face, and then you've kind of just got to forgive her. It's just one of those things. Let me go to the team selection screen, and we've got a lot of unregistered players here, but that's fine because a lot of the team is going to be changed anyway. I'm going to start with Lee Griffiths up front because I feel like that's our best chance of getting goals. I'm not too concerned about... we're all fit as well, actually. That 2 days rest was a stroke of genius. I'm not too concerned about winning the game. Like I don't know why, but I feel like we can win the game. We've got it in the bag sort of situation, you know. I'm confident. That's what I'm trying to get at. Simunovic and Yunus Kabul. Jack Hendry will find himself on the bench. Patrick Roberts is going into the starting lineup. Why we have Musonda in our Champions League squad anyway, I'll never know. Hayes, I don't want to play there, but I don't know who our left-sided player is. Is Armstrong a left-sided player? No. Who is our left-sided player? Who do we play there? Does Kaká like to play left side? Kaká's our cam, so Kaká's going in as an advanced playmaker. Fatty is going in for sure. Not that he really likes to play there, but wing back, defend. I've got like a natural right back. Well, no, my first choice right back then, should we say, who doesn't like to play right back that well, and then I've got Hoban, who is a backup left back, who again doesn't like to play there either. So it is what it is. I don't really want to be playing Brown. We're going to play Bitton instead. Scott Sinclair, that's my natural left side. There we go. Inside, I'm going to say support again, and then we need to get him out of there. De Vries needs to go in. Wait, no, Craig Gordon needs to go in goal. Hoban isn't registered. Okay, that could be a problem. Who's my left back then? Johnny Hayes is going to have to play. Wait, is it Johnny Hayes? Who is my left back? It is Johnny Hayes, isn't it? Oh, damn, son. Because he's not even a natural left back. Again, he's exactly the same situation. I feel like I've messed up here in Compa. Gamboa needs to go on the bench instead of Armstrong. James Forrest misses out, despite the fact that I think he's a better player than Roberts. A lot of unregistered players here. I mean, I think I'm happy with that team. Everyone looks fit. Kaká's not match sharp, to be fair, and there are a couple of concerns in there with Hayes and Kabul, but for the most part, at least, we're fine. I do need to go and get, because at the moment, Hoban is my left back then, is he? I'm pretty sure I had a different... No, Tierney's injured, isn't he? Of course he is. Alright, okay, I don't need a left back. I'm talking out my ass. Right, let's go. Submit that team. Let's get on the plane. Probably at home for the first game. But let's get on the pitch and let's do some business. No, we're away. Right, okay. I don't know any of their players at all. Like, none of them. So again, I'm not going to sit here and claim to know that he's a danger man and what have you. Let's just get out there, score some goals and relieve the pressure so that we don't have squeaky bum second leg. I don't want a repeat of Numantia, right? Let's play some better football. I think this is the first game Lee Griffiths has actually started over Dembele. You watch him not score a goal. Good save, Gordon. Was expecting that to go in. That's the first shot of the game as well. Concerning. Here we go. Here he is. The number 9. The man, the myth, the legend. Good ball. Kaká gets it. They're going to play it back. I don't know how good Kaká is with regards to, or in comparison to other cams that I already have. Good goal. Roberts, who I was that close to swapping for Forest, has just opened the scoring. Not too bad. We're not playing amazing, though, and Kabul has just gone off injured, which is brilliant. Jack Hendry is going to get his chance. I'm glad I put him on the bench. Oh, well. Give team talk. Okay, I might need to get myself another... Oh, no, I've got Comper as well. I keep thinking, oh, I need backup in this position, in that position, but I do have adequate backup. They're just not registered for this section of the tournament. I'm guessing if and when we go through, we'll have a much better or much more of a selection, and I can actually pick and choose who I want, because Musonda wouldn't get anywhere near my squad for the knockout stages, but sorry, for the group stages, but I could only make like one change at a time. Roberts is flagging somewhat. He must have taken a knock. Starting to get back into it now, though. Patrick pick up a knock. It looks like he's got a tight calf. I might take him off for Forest, but I'm going to try and see if he can last into the second half, because we can only make 3 subs, of course. I've already made 1 with Kabul. We need another goal, though. 1 goal isn't enough here. Come on, lads. Oof, nearly conceded. We got to watch that. We can make it till half time without me having to tell him to do anything. We'll be laughing, but we need to be careful. Right. They've had, in my opinion, despite the fact that we've edged possession, I feel like they've had the better of it, and we are actually, despite being 1-0 up, under the cosh slightly. Let me end the team talk, but I want to go to tactics, and I want to say, look, lads, you need to do... I've got retain possession. Let's just drop the tempo lower. Let's be a bit more disciplined. And let's just play shorter passes. Because at the moment, we're not really keeping the ball. We're not playing the football that I want them to play. See if we can start getting a bit more of the possession. We are. We're creeping up in possession stakes. Just need to start using it now, though. Good challenge. And we are under the counter. What the hell is that? I'm going to take Patrick Roberts off in about 4 minutes. Okay, here he comes. The man, the myth, the legend that is James Forrest is going to replace Patrick Roberts. He's going to go out there and he's going to attack. I'm going to leave my next sub. I'm not quite sure who my next sub would actually be. I suppose it depends on the situation. Let's give a team talk. I have nothing specific to say. Okay, brilliant. So we didn't give a team talk. I like to leave it to my assistant manager to do things, because they tend to pick the right things to say. Well, if I do it, they normally either switch off or they just get angry, so I just leave it to them. An away goal is good here, but I can't believe we're only 1-0 up. Like, we're not... I don't understand why we're not playing better. Good ball in. Unlucky. Bitten. Good ball in again. Forrest off the bench, and he secures a 2-0 advantage. We are gaining more and more possession with the tactic change as well. So it's definitely worked for us. The more goals, the better at this stage, though, right? If we can squeeze 1 more out of it, I'll feel so much more confident going into the second leg. But if we concede, sweet baby Jesus, I don't want to be conceding. That is not something we want to be doing. I think I'm going to get McGregor off, and I'm going to get Rogic on. Deep line playmaker support. I'm just going to get some team instructions as well. Let's try and work the ball into the box. Try and pass it round a bit more. Take the be more disciplined off. Let's turn the tempo up a little bit in the latter stages as well. Give team talk. Oh, great. Nothing specific. Okay, great. Fantastic. Just turning the tempo up a little bit and see if they can cope with the intensity, because we've got much better fitness levels, or we should have much better fitness levels than they've got. Oh, good effort. Good save, though. And I am telling them to sort of pass it round a little bit more rather than just try some like speculative balls. And we do have quality on there as well. So I was kind of hoping a tempo change would make sense, but at the moment it doesn't seem to be doing anything at all. 4 minutes left, 2-0 up. One more goal would have been nice, but it's not the end of the world. I think that's probably going to do it, though. Oh, Griffiths through on goal, and he's hit the post. Oh, my God. Dembele is going to be livid that he didn't get on. But it is what it is. 2-0 Cushing going into the second leg. Callum McGregor seemed demotivated. Well, that's brilliant. Thanks for that. We've got a long... Okay, hang on. So... Caball's out for 3 to 4 weeks, so he's going to be out till the start of the season. Patrick Roberts is only out for 1 to 3 days. And we now have a long break. We have till the 2nd of August to prepare for our second leg. All we need to do is go in there and not lose, and we're golden. Or a point. Well, not a point, you know what I mean. A draw or to not lose, and we're fine. And then we start our campaign on the 5th of August against Hearts. So that's going to do it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, then do me a favour by letting me know in the comments and by hitting the like button, of course. And I shall see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.